Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 27 of FTB Interactions, where today I think I'm pretty ready to make a focal manipulator, but first, I've got some knacker blocks, I've got some other, Cantio is the right one to use here. I think I can use any, right? So I can do this, and this, no? I thought. Does it have to be in a normal crafting table? %S V crystal. I assume that means any V crystal. So last episode we got wrapped up by getting a mixer going. We've got the knacker blocks that we wanted to make, right? We made them in the mixer because they use half as much knacker to do the crafting. You get an extra knacker block per craft. So this is 1 bucket for 4 or half a bucket for 5. Totally worth, right? So yeah, no big deal there. Now what we're doing is making some arcane stone. Why are you doing like that? I assume %S means any, right? Yep, that works. Cool. And then to make our focal manipulator, we need some arcane stone slabs, which unfortunately... Now, can I put them back? Oh, good, I can. Even better. Beautiful. At least those convert back. Nice. So focal manipulator just needs 2 gold, and we're ready to rock. Nice. So we're working on a focal manipulator because this is how things are going to go. Wow, I'm low on gold. I'm not really low on gold, FYI, because this is all gold dust in here. So we're not at all low on gold, okay? Just to be clear. Not even a little bit low on gold. We are fine. We're all fine here. Okay, we're going to do that, and then everybody's a winner. The reason we're making a focal manipulator is because we want to get magic spellcasting abilities through Thaumcraft for more than one reason. I've been a little bit not transparent with the reason I want magical spell abilities. One of them should be obvious because we talked about it last episode. Actually, no, you don't go in there. You go in here. One of them should be obvious because we talked about it last episode, and that was our interest in being able to kill the Spectre dudes. And that's absolutely one reason that we want to get this going. Hooray! And then you guys can go all in there, okay? All this go in there for the time being. That should be cool. All right, thumb nom nom. There's another reason I want to do things, and it's currently on the screen. Can you tell what it is? I ask you, do you know? Pray tell why I'm working so hard to get the focal manipulator. I'll give you a hint. My mouse cursor's getting closer to it. Anyway, we're going to start working on that. So now examine fire very closely. I assume when you say examine fire very closely, do you mean with this, or do you mean with, like, me standing in it? You felt the touch of flame. Okay, I did the thing. I did it. I examined fire very closely. Complete. All right, look at all this. It's how to make focal spells, right? And, I mean, remember, what is it, 2 series ago where we did FTB Revelations? Was that it? I think it was Revelations, when we got a little deep into focal manipulators, and we had some pretty powerful abilities. Looking forward to that again. So, we've got fire, right? So we could totally do fire with the focal manipulator. Remember this guy? Yeah, I remember this guy. And there's your blank lesser focus, and we're probably going to want at least 1 or 2 of these. I have to remember how these work, but basically we can do touch and fire, and that all sounds cool, right? That shouldn't be too much of a big deal. What I'd like to do, though, is a little different, which is get into the point where we can have... I'd like to work my way towards healing, because then I can heal myself. And, you know, maybe, you know, some kind of bolt or projectile ability. I'm not entirely sure which of these abilities... Flux, huh? I want to say Flux is the one that can damage things and do magical damage to them. So that would be cool. So let's complete this, elemental effects. So we get frost and all that stuff, and earth and air. That all sounds cool. Then we can get to theory or romancy. So we have to do research, huh? I think that's true. Let's do a real quick check-in on... what did we complete here? Ah, hey, cool. Electric motors. Sweet. And we got our arcane stone, which gets us more arcane stone. Hooray! I want to just hand in the quest rewards that we got here. Because, you know, the quest rewards in this pack, sometimes they're not exciting, but sometimes they're very exciting. Hey, a blank advanced focus. Victus, okay, cool. The focal manipulator allows you to create and upgrade foci for the casting gauntlet. This can grant a ton of different utility to you early game. We especially recommend a healing focus to heal yourself as needed. I know! That's what I was working towards. That's what I was doing. Thank you very much. So that would be cool. But first, in order to get into that, we need we need to get here, and then we can get both. We can get flux and heal. Both of those sound cool. And we might want a bolt, or we might want plan, exchange, effect, break. There's a lot of things we could look into here. But the flux effect, we need theory or romancy. Theories, as we recall, potentially. Where is it? Periphery, huh? Rustic thaumaturgy. Well, that's cool. Neat. There's like extra Thaumcrafty spells here. The more I delve into thaumaturgy, the more I realize that I'm only just scratching the surface of what's possible. I wonder what I could achieve by pushing thaumaturgy to the very limit and possibly even exploring how it interacts with other schools of magic. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Where's the research things that show me what research I have? Knowledge totals. Yeah, so we don't have any research totals yet, right? So if we want to get some of those, we're going to want the research table. Remember? That's how that thing works. All right, guys, we're back. So I just converted some saplings into greatwood saplings, courtesy of the Pure Daisy. Easy peasy. Planting a 2x2 to grow a greatwood tree. Okay. So we're going to grow one of these to get some greatwood logs so that we can do some research times. Hooray! And I'm going to use a brand new flint axe. All the great woods. Yeah. That's gonna fall over time. I'm not gonna escalate that. We'll just wait for it all to fall apart. That'll be good times. Nice. That was a lot of stuff. Great wood logs used for anything interesting? I mean, standard stuffs, obviously. You turn into a wisdom log from wizardry. It's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, what aspects are on you? Anything cool? Nothing great. That's a bummer. That's a shame. Can we do this thingy to it? Can I drop items on here? How does this thing work? I don't think I've ever done it manually. Does that work? I guess not. Yep, that works. Why are you doing this, Direwolf? Because we need to do research, and we need greatwood slabs. The other thing we need is infused wood, crafted and rolled by dropping any log into a liquid starlight source. So we will do that as well. So any logs, we can use just regular oak logs. We have liquid starlight stored in one of our machines. I'll just get a bucket's worth so that I can... And I'm getting weakness 2 and slowness 2. So your temperature is... it doesn't tell me the temperature of liquid starlight, I guess, on the bucket. But, yeah. Hooray! Infused wood, quest complete. And then we can do this. You need to be apparently in one of these dudes. Do we need? No, we don't need. Okay. Perfect. Quest complete, task wood table. And then we need a glass bottle, a feather, and a black dye of some sort. Which we should have feathers. We should have glass bottles, maybe. Yep. And black dye. Sweet. Perfect. And then we can do our Thaumcrafty research. I love research! He said, lying. Luckily, there's a quest that says, I hate research, and you'll see it in a minute. So, I love research! 64 pieces of paper, please. Boom. We can do all the researches. However, there's also a quest. This quest wheel is entirely optional. For those that are having trouble progressing in Thaumcraft, you can grab key essential researches from this area without progressing the mod normally. Not recommended, but it's here if you like. World's #1 Thaumcrafter. That's me! I'm the world's #1 Thaumcrafter. I assume this is like a trophy doohickey. Tile.monsters.dump.name. I don't get it. I don't get it. But the point is... That's a lot of wood. Oh, you left wood up there? Bad axe. Very, very bad axe. Not proud of you anymore. I loved you until you did that, and now we're not friends. Ugh, be right back. So basically what you're telling me is if I don't feel like this quest unlocks hedge alchemy research. Oh. Or infusion research. That's cool. I really hate research. Please, dear God, just give me all that research. I will accept the warp that goes along with it gladly as my payment. If you really despise research, craft yourself a Cheater's Thaumonomicon and have all research granted to you. Warning! This will receive all associated warp for all the research granted. If you do not know the implications of this consequence, please read up on Thaumcraft a bit more first. Oh, look at that. I mean, that's not the worst recipe in the world. Fangarum Gem. Something seems to be here, but understanding of it is not yet revealed from Astral Sorcery. With glowstone and rock crystal and liquid starlight. That's new. I'm not familiar with that. Is that like an add-on to Astral? I'm a little bit excited about that. They be rolling, they decantin'. Nice. Advanced Gallimancy, up to and including the Biothomic Mind. This quest will unlock Auramancy research up to and including the healing focus. You're an Aura now, Hari. Alright, that's not terrible. So if I hit that button, boom, sweet. And that just did the research for me. Let's be honest, guys. I've done Thorncraft research a million times, and I'm going to do it off camera. So, like, don't yell at me for cheating, okay? Like, if you want, here, okay? For anybody who's upset I cheated, I'll be right back after I do all this research. Okay, I did all the research. Okay? You get it? Like, I mean, this is saving me time. This is not changing your experience of this series, I would hope. All right. So, with that done, server gave you focus heal research and its prerequisites. Thanks, server. You're the best. So that means that we, in the Auramancy tab, can go and see that, yes, we actually did. It just saved me, you know, a couple of research minutes. Effect Exchange, Medium Plan, Arcane Mine. That's pretty cool. So Flux is how we're going to kill the things. And then also making a heal focus would be nice, too. So let's get... So it's Touch, right? Flux. Crystals required. Aversio and Vitium. And we can specify the power level. We could go as high as power 4 with the complexity of a blank lesser focus. Should be cool. This effect conjures raw, unfocused V that disrupts living and dead creatures. This energy cannot interact with inanimate objects, but it does bypass mundane armor. That's cool. I like that. I'd like it to be a projectile, though. Should we make it like a projectile rather than a touch? Because touch means we have to, like, be right there, right? Touch, create a blast of air. Yeah, so what we want, fire, flux, frost, and heal. So what we really want probably would be a projectile. How hard would a projectile be to get? Oh, I still have to do a theory auramancy. Killing me, Smalls. All right, back in a minute. If I do this, it means that we have a better chance, right? Okay. All right, actually did research that time. Yeah, but now we can get a projectile, right? Complete. Yay. A normal projectile, a fiery projectile, or a stick-up projectile. Okay, cool. That's neat. So now we can do projectile and flux. And we will give this, I guess power 3 is as high as I can get with that, right? Or what we could do is, this is self, right? So if I just did self heal, this will give me, pretty sure this is self. Victus. Right, let's just do self-healing 3. Sweet. We'll start with healing, right? Now, change caster focus. Can we do you with G even though we already have a G? We seem to be able to. Look! I can heal myself! With the power of magic. That's awesome. 2.4 V per cast. And that pulls from the local aura, right? So, like, we now have the ability to heal ourselves for free? I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, the reason I used the simple focus is because I wanted the more powerful one. Because we got... Didn't we get a... We got an advanced focus as a quest reward. Now, this is a little bit harder to make generally, but we got it as a quest reward for completing the Focal Manipulator quest. So this is the one that I'll probably use for my projectile flux, right? Attack. Does that sound cool? And then we will charge this up as much as we can, right? So we're going to need 1 Modus and 1 Vitium. That might be a little hard. Modus and Vitium. So Modus shouldn't be too much of a problem, right? We get that from usually trapdoors of some kind. Oak platforms. Actually, yeah, no, that's not. That needs an ender pearl, actually. We don't want to use ender pearls. Modus. Hoppers have Modus in them. That has a lot of things in them, though, and I don't really want to do that. Isn't it usually like trapdoors have Modus? Yeah. Wooden trapdoor. Good job, Direwolf. You know how things work. So that's going to have 5 Modus. So let's get those quartz slivers. Right? And the other thing we're going to need is Vitium, which is sometimes a little harder to find because that's taint, basically. So where am I going to get that from? So Netherwart has it, but we don't have access to that yet. And then tainted stuff. Mycelium has it. Any block slime glass with blackened spirit, huh? Slime balls. I don't know that we found any of those yet. Is rich phytogrow a thing we can make just yet? I don't know that we've got access to rich slag at this point. Slag and liquid starlight. Slag you can smelt. Aluminum basically smelts into it. Alright. Hellfire kiln, pulped bioblend. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Well, this pulped biomass stuff only comes from sludge refiners. So, yeah, no. Well, I got my Modus crystal. Where can I get Vitium crystals from? So one thing I glossed over was red hearts seem to have it. So we could probably do that. That seems cool. I was going to go look in the world to find like a slime island. And then I was just looking one more time to see if I missed anything. And I was like, oh, you know what? I did miss something. Come on, buddy. Oh, right. You need 2, don't you? There you go. Yeah, it's 2 of a aspect. So I needed 2 hearts because there was only 1 Vitium on there. Not the end of the world, because those hearts I was saving to heal myself with, and now I don't have to worry about that no more. So, meh. Alright, so let's try this again. We want projectile flux, and we want to max out the power on it, power 5. That seems cool to me. And I assume that's going to do more damage by boosting the power, right? And I wonder, is there a way to, like, can we modify the spell on the, like, focus, or is that focus now forever that? Like, can I change the spell that's on here and make it something different? I honestly don't know. I guess we'll find out. But hey, look, focal manipulator. Yay. It looks like I can because the option to do things here is still there. So that's nice. So if I ever decide like, hey, that wasn't all that useful, neat. So now I have a... Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's a little bit meh, but let's see what happens when I use it on this chicken. That's cool. That's cool. Hi, flying cow horse. What's up, buddy? How are you? Yeah. Beautiful. And it's actually pretty good. So now what we want to do is do some Zen summoning to get a Spectre, right? So that's next phase. So I'm going to steal my Zen summoner from out of here. Excuse me, friends. Thank you. And you're coming with me. And I should get one of those focus pouch things. Was there any quests that I could have been doing and didn't? I don't think so too much. A few things, but yeah. So now I can heal myself. How great is that? Healing for the win. Alright, so now we want a Spectre. So you know, let's just look up Zen summoning use. Right, so there's the chicken, zombie villager, cow, sheep, pig, llama, wild deer, ocelot, parrot, spider, rabbit, squid, spirit. That's what we want, spirit. So we're gonna want, it looks like blackened spirit is the catalyst. Why am I so bad at understanding which one's the catalyst? I'm thinking it's not blackened spirit. Man, you're just all kinds of weird, aren't you? Which one did we just do? Cow? So in this one, leather was the catalyst, right? I believe that to be true. So we want a blackened spirit, which is just bone meal and item burning, 2 lapis, and a devil dust. All right, so 2 lapis, devil dust, and blackened spirit. So here's your devil dust component. Here's your 2 lapis. And here's your bone meal. And we'll go burn those 2 things. Back when it's done. Alright, so the Zen summoning ritual is Blackened Spirit is apparently the catalyst, so we need 2 lapis and devil dust. Right? That's what I'm being told. So lapis. I'm going to try to separate these out, because the way it looks, it's a little bit funny, but... Spirits Rise. Hooray! So let's get ready to cast a spell on this dude. Hello, Void Minion. Goodbye, Void Minion. Hooray, Ectoplasm! And then we apply that to a tree, and we grow said tree. Spooky Sperry, go! Saplings! Right, so now we can get as much ectoplasm as we want from doing that process, but... Or we could have just killed a mob, right? But now we can do that. Do you not the thing? Come on. The shift thing doesn't work on you? Does bone meal work on him? I don't even know. We'll find out. I'm only gonna use 1 bone meal on it. It'll either work or not. Nope. Alright, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. We'll just let it grow on its own, and that should be fine. If I was really urgent, you know, we could do other things, but I think we're pretty cool. All right, let's get my inventory organized here, and we'll come back. Ectoplasm drops from spirits, which have a low chance of spawning when a mob is killed. You can also summon them with Zen summoning, but not in the void dimension. In order to hurt them, you must use magical damage, i.e. a splash potion of harming. And for that, we get a phial of Spiritus Essentia. Well, thank you, sir. I don't know why you gave me that, but I'm assuming there's a reason. Spectre anchors are a cheap way to bind equipment to you so that it stays with you beyond death. Craft a Spectre anchor and attach it to any important items to safeguard them. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Spectre saplings. By using ectoplasm on an oak sapling, you can transform it into a Spectre sapling. These trees will grow over time to produce a renewable source of ectoplasm for you. You may want several of these to obtain ectoplasm at a reasonable rate. Works with tree beacons. That's actually nice to know. That's cool. Spectre Energy Injector. With the Spectre Energy Injector, you can store RF energy in a phantom zone, useful for extractions later. This energy is tied to the player that places the injector. So, oh, a beacon? Really? That's not the end of the world. Definitely requires upgrading. And then from there is the Spectre Coil. So this must be the thing that the Spectre Coil gets energy from, right? So like, I think that's how it works. And then Spectre Charger wirelessly extracts Spectre energy from your personal storage and uses it to charge tools and items in your inventory, such as the Flux Bore. For that, we'll get to Undershards unlinked. Neat. All right, so that's cool. And I noticed there's this Spectre Illuminator. So what's this mod called? Random Things? All right, so there's the Spectre Illuminator, which is luminous powder from Random Things, which looks doable. Glowing mushroom? Not terrible. An ectoplasm glowstone. Right-clicking on the ground with this item will spawn a Spectre Illuminator that will light up the whole chunk it has been spawned in. Right-click the Illuminator to get back the item and make the chunk dark again. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I wish it was more than 1 chunk, and then I'd be very excited about it. But still, that's kind of cool. All right, all right. Oh, hey, look what grew. Hello, tree. I'm going to cut you down. Hooray, my first ectoplasm. I got 2 ectoplasms. Not great, not terrible. Would be my reaction to that. If only I could, like, do the bone mealy thing. And I know, tree beacon. I'll think about it. I guess the question is, how many of those do we really want, right? So I'm gonna escalate this a little bit in terms of speed, and we'll just be back. I'm gonna make a few of these and kind of get them going here. I want to have them nice and far apart. I don't know if they will ever grow to the point where they're like super tall, but I just don't want any leaves to overlap. And then we'll look into a tree beacon at some point. All right, so things to do, right? Number 1, we need a beacon, which needs a starlight crafting table, which is a to-do list, right, to keep us progressing here. Enlightened clear glass is made in an alloy smeltery with quite clear glass and glowstone, quite clear glass coming from sand and glass. Not a problem. All sounds easy peasy to me. I like the sound of all of that, right? Spectre sapling, hooray, 4 ectoplasm. Sweet. You're a magic mod. I dubbed thee a magic mod. And then in addition to that, we're going to need to upgrade our Starlight crafting table. So now it's time to transition from Thaumcraft to, and we can probably just you. I don't know if we want you to hang out with me for now. Spectre Wood, what do you get to do? Anything in particularly exciting? You turn into Wisdom Wood logs like everything else that's wood. And otherwise it seems pretty standard fare for wood-based stuff. I don't think you're anything different than normal wood. I'm going to hang on to you in case you have some kind of cool use, but it looks like you're just normal wood and that's it. So, and I'm going to put my Zen summoning dude away. I'm going to put him in my miscellaneous junk chest for later. So Astral Time. Let's look at upgrading the Astral Altar to tier 2. I think that's our next major step, and that seems cool to me. So that's Electrical Botania. There's the Thaumonominum. Where's our Astral book? Did I put you in miscellaneous junk? Or something stupid like that? There you are, Astral Tome. Yep, I did. Okay, so Discovery got us the basics, right? And that got us our Luminous crafting table, right? And now we need to do the multi-block crafting table dude, which is in Exploration. So to get him going, we need a Starlight crafting altar. So you need some Thormium plates and a rock crystal and a liquid Starlight bucket, and that doesn't seem too bad. And then you need your standard multi-block structure. So here's a question for you. Can we do this the copy-paste gadget way? It doesn't look too bad. You need mining reagents, which needs Hellfire Forge, Builder. Come on, buddy. All I wanted was a copy-paste gadget so I didn't have to build the altar by hand. Is that so much to ask for? Apparently, yes. So we need Thormium, and that's the main thing we need. And then I assume it's the standard multi-block structure, right? So Thormium plates are made in the metal bender with Thormium ingots, which Crucible steel with 5 Percantio and 5 Terra. That ain't bad. That's cool. Blast furnace Thormium dust. Just checking. Just checking. Don't mind me. That seems pretty easy. All right, if my math is correct here, 5 and 5, and we're gonna want 3 steel, right? Because we want Thormium 5 and 5 to 1, so we've got 15 here, we've got 15 here. Hooray, Thormium! Times 3. That's a quest complete. There you go. Hey, more Thormium. Yay! And we want 3 Thormium plates to make this guy, right? 3 Thormium plates. Bending machine. 3 Thormium plates, sir. And we can still use these machines by hand. Like, they're all part of the automation system, but it's all good. And it's ore dictionaried, right? So yes, either Thormium plate will work. Though to be fair, if we need the Thaumcraft Thormium plate for some reason, we can craft between them. So that's nice to know. See? Easy peasy. All right, and then we needed a rock crystal, which, that's a good question. Where were my rock crystals? I'm sure I had a bunch. Didn't I get a bunch of rock crystals? And I said, aha, see? Told you. I knew I'd remember. Sort of. 5% cutting. That sounds terrible. Let's use it. And then sleep through the night. Sounds pretty cool. Oh, in 205, which we're not on yet, it's not released just yet, you can use blue steel instead of steel, and you'll get twice as much Thormium. Thormium currently is steel makes 1, and stainless steel makes 4. Blue steel will make 2 Thormium in the next version of the pack, I'm told. Cool. All right, so we need a bucket of liquid starlight, which makes me nice and slow. And then we need 2 chiseled and 2 pillars. 2 chiseled and 2 pillars. And that should be pretty close to the astralness that we need, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Hooray! But we're not going to actually make this right now. What we're going to do is then get all the components we need per the book to make this a reality. So let me get all these components here real quick. And we'll find out if sooty marble is like a thing. It's alloy smeltered. That's not terrible. Or alchemical arrayed. But I think alloy smelter is the way to go there. Yeah, we need 21 of them. Let's alloy smelt it. Back in a minute. Oh, tick accelerating. How much I love thee. All right. Because I can't copy and paste it, thanks very much. we'll be over here digging for a minute. All right, so we want to do a 3x3, and I'm just going to pick like a rough spot here. Right? I don't think I can render this in world. Can I? Is there a way to render it in world? Well, that's neat. But it's a 3x3, and then around each corner. Right? Making my copy-paste gadget more expensive than it needs to be. And then bricks all around. And are there bricks underneath those? No. In the corners of these, it's these dudes. So bricks all around except these corners, which is 1. It's been a while since I built one of these on camera, so there you go, everybody. You're seeing something you ain't seen in a while. Usually I have, like, the copy-paste of this ready to go. Like, I literally have a file on my desktop called, like, Astral Pastes, and it's the copy-paste of this structure ready to rock. All right, and then 1, 2 pillars, and then the chisel dudes on top of them. Okay, and is that it? I feel like that might be it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then on the outside, except for the corners, we've got the wavy dudes. I knew there was something else we were missing. So the outside, except on the corners, you got the wavy dudes. There you go. And then this guy here, and this guy here, and the wand. Luminous crafting table, upgrade time. How cool is that? Now, I know there's not a lot of starlight here, but we'll deal with that in our own way, some way, shape, or form. We'll figure it out, right? If it means, you know, getting those relays thingies that happen, right? Like, we know Astral well enough that we can hopefully work around that. And worst case, we just have to build this up higher in the sky, which we can do, right? We can totally pull that off as needed. I'm wondering if any of the starlight amounts have needed to be adjusted. Hooray, we did the thing. All right. Your vision expands. Attunement. Nice. So now we have access to some more things, which is cool. And then in addition to that we can now make the Spectral Beacon dude, right? So we need a beacon. We're going to need some mana powder, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Phytogrow, rich phytogrow, and fluxed phytogrow. That's how you make mana powder? Killing me, Smalls. Sawdust, charcoal, saltpeter, and slag. We have to figure out saltpeter, aren't we? Or apatite dust. There you go. What's saltpeter? Where's that come from? Who even knows? Some kind of saltpeter ore. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out one way or another. There's a lot more to do here, folks. The rabbit hole's going deeper. And that's basically what we are used to. So at least we have the foundations of what we'll need. So we're going to need the Spectre lens. We're going to need a few emeralds, not a problem, a few diamonds, glass, and Spectre ingots, which we're now able to relatively easily make. We get 9 of those, so that's totally the way to go with that recipe, right? We should totally make 9 of those ingots at a time. And if we come over here, we can see we're already ready to chop down another spectral tree. Oh man, look at that rendering. Yeah. Transparency. It's order-independent transparency. Dyer dealt with that in building gadgets. It's not a thing that's easy to solve. Hooray, more saplings. Okay. Everybody continue to grow. So I'm going to call that wrapping up point for the episode. So we have a tier 2 astral altar, which is cool. We can undo this, which will... I thought you would... You should have done undo on the destruction. Why didn't you undo destruction? That's funny. Huh. Little bugs in the code. Need to figure out why that happened. Technically, that should have undid all the grass and put it all back where it belonged. Because it didn't, I scratched my head at the... What's up with that? But anyway, not going to lose sleep over it. What we're going to do is wrap up the episode here and come back next time. We've got plenty of stuff to advance to. So our next focus, now that we've gotten some things under control, We're going to want mana powder so that we can make the beacon, so that we can use the beacon to make a spectral energy injector. Okay? And then in addition to that, we're going to want to make the Spectre coil, which shouldn't be too bad, right? Just a little bit of destabilized redstone and a few other things that we know how to make, right? Super simple. And then we will continue along the path. Then we're going to go out to our oil area. We're going to set up a pump with the wireless power that we've got and teleport it back to our base somehow with that liquid transporter thingy from Cyclic. All right, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We're working our way towards oil production. Then once we have it, we'll have more mana production, and that'll be cool, and all the things. All right, take care, guys. Take it easy.